On my right is a McDouble from McDonald's from the year 2015. The cost, $1. On my left is a McDouble from McDonald's from the year 2025. The cost, $5. The same item, but different prices at different times. Why don't we see how each of them taste? First, let's try the one from 2015. Oh God, so good. Now, the one from 2025. Oh, wow. God, it tastes like regret. Well, it's not what I was hoping for. How much did I pay for this? Okay, no. I'm sorry, but this needs to stop. This needs to stop. I haven't done the video yet. Hang on a second. It'll just take me a second to get this back up here. I love the show Kitchen Nightmares.
Then wake up! You wake up!
If you aren't familiar with the show, it's basically The Office, but for restaurants. The main character, Gordon Ramsay, is a meditative,
I rebuke the spirit of the devil.
soft-spoken,
Should we put raw onions in a caramelized onion soup? Tell him!
No.
Thank you!
and a linguistic innovator
To those chitlins.
Shitlets. I need the toilet, excuse me.
that doesn't like food served in diapers.
It's like eating a fucking wet diaper.
Unlike a Michael Scott or a David Brent, the character of Gordon Ramsay is more of a rogue, managing a new restaurant with every episode, ready to inspire staff and breathe new life into the establishment. When you watch Gordon, you can tell he cares deeply about food. Not only does he want to serve the absolute best meal he can when he's in the kitchen, he wants to give you the tips and techniques so that you can do it too. To Gordon, one of the key things when it comes to restaurant business is customer satisfaction. Without customers, you don't have a business. I've always wondered how it's possible that there are so many restaurants. Are there that many people going out to eat that often? Especially when we live in this dream world where there are gigantic food storage buildings waiting for you to grab a cart and take some with you. Why go somewhere to pay somebody to make the food for you? I don't remember what episode it was. I don't remember what he said specifically. But Gordon said something in one of the episodes of Kitchen Nightmares about the restaurant industry that made a light bulb turn on in my head. Going to a restaurant is an opportunity to eat meals that might be difficult to make at home, or experience flavors that you've never had before, or foods that you may have no familiarity with, or just a damn good version of something you do make at home. You might be able to make a meatloaf, but have you ever had a meatloaf and made you go, oh, God damn, that's so good? I don't go to sit-down restaurants as often as I used to. Partly, I just don't want to pay. Why would you spend more than what you can grab quick? And when I say quick, I mean fast food. It's not exactly the greatest food, but for decades, it has done the job. There are places that we enjoy, foods that we crave, but we all know it isn't the kind of special that we get when we go to the Olive Garden. But have you noticed, like, fast food has become a lot more expensive? It's weird that nobody seems to be talking about this, like not the news or social media, or would have at least thought a CEO would have to address it by now. Fast food was like the one thing that we could count on in turbulent times. We had comfort in fast food. It was like a fried hug, a friend that would let us know that we were going to be okay as we cried into our cheap drinks, a friend that betrayed us, stabbed us in the back, and can go to hell. Now, fast food is really ingrained in American culture. There are brands that you have known and eaten at for your entire life. Just saying the term fast food, I guarantee you have opinions. Which is better, McDonald's or Burger King? KFC or Popeyes? Subway or just Subway? What's your opinion on Subway? If you just thought, who eats at Subway? Remember when they used to have $5 footlongs? No one thought, who eats at Subway when there were $5 footlongs? Now a footlong for a tuna sandwich at Subway is $13? What the fuck? I verify that on their own order page, but for some reason, every single time that I go to the Subway website, it just breaks and gives me an access denied page. Doing great, Subway. No notes. I am going to somewhat blur the lines of what I'm calling fast food. There are certain places that you might feel do not quite fit the fast food moniker, but I am going to politely disagree. That includes you. I'm talking about you. In less than 20 minutes, you could get in your car, choose from a dozen different options, and be back home, ready to eat. It's more than just food. It helps us keep in touch with our hunter-gatherer ancestors. Imagine if you had to make food at home. How long does spaghetti take? Like 2 hours? Who was that kind of time? Why bother when I can have a burger in my paws, ready to eat in no time at all? No cooking, no dishes, no cleaning aside from bunching up wrappers and just throwing them in the bag that they came in and then throwing that into the garbage. There's this maxim that you'll hear about products or services that says there are 3 qualities that make them possible. It can be fast, cheap, or good. And at most, you get 2. In the Venn diagram of these qualities, the part that overlaps all 3 is considered inconceivable. Fast food is this anomaly that provides a service so quick and so cheap that even the mediocrity of the product gets elevated to not only be good, but great. And even satisfying, exactly like sex. If your response to that joke was, ugh, that was the right response. If you just thought, hell yeah, you know it, you might want to do a little reflecting. The unicorn of impossibility is not the only thing that made it so good. They were also consistent. Like if you saw a McDonald's, you already knew what options you had, how it's going to taste, and about how much it's going to cost. We may quibble about different eras as to whether or not the quality increased or decreased, but fast food has always been a constant throughout our lives. You may remember McDonald's as a kid and getting excited over hamburgers and chicken nuggets. For me, it was Taco Bell. When I had Taco Bell as a kid, it activated my flavor brain. It wasn't just the ground beef taco, it was delicious. Taco Bell seasoned beef wrapped in a corn shell hug, ready to deliver joy. The one promise, no matter the era, was cheap. The food was cheap. What happens when the food gets expensive and it breaks that promise? No, I'm asking you, like what happens? I don't know. A few years ago, when everyone really started to turn the price dial up, the main excuse was about disrupted supply chains. Everything is just so gosh darn hard to get right now. But we knew something was up. McDonald's had been slowly lifting their prices for like years before this. Every single one of these companies was just champing at the bit to find an excuse to raise the floor. And I bet Pizza Hut Express knew this. And when they tried to warn us, RIP Pizza Hut Express. You just live in our hearts now. There was a time not too long ago where you could go to Chipotle and grab a burrito for just a few bucks. It was so reasonably priced and unique as a burrito that Chipotle not only had a fan base, the Chipotle burrito was currency. If you were unsure about the $100 you were about to spend, you could say that it cost 20 burritos, and it really made you think twice about if it was worth it. Now we need Klarna to finance a Chipotle trip. Now, before anyone wants to start a fight, Chipotle is fast food. They may not be the same establishments that we yell into a box and pick up the food from a window of a recently renovated building that looks like it was designed to be a future Verizon store. Except they are now. Despite issues and controversies over food safety, people stuck with Chipotle, and me included. The price may have slightly ticked up over the years, but like, whatever. It was still Chipotle and the price was pretty okay. You used to get a burrito so big that you couldn't even finish it. But now, spending $12 on what is clearly decreasing quality, we started to notice the portion sizes were getting a bit skimpy. Now you need to make sure that you got chips and guac to even actually make a meal. In May of 2024, the CEO of Chipotle at the time, Brian Niccol, had to respond, saying there were no issues with portions.
First, I can tell you the portions have not gotten smaller. One of the things I think it's great about Chipotle is if you come into the restaurant and you want a little more rice or you want a little more pico, all you got to do is kind of like, and usually our guys and women give them a little more scoop. Our goal is to get people really excited about what I believe is really delicious food.
This is the face of a man who believes this is really delicious food. You can almost feel the annoyance that he has just having to respond to the commoners. It might be the first time he's ever realized what Chipotle makes, let alone being inside of one. Only a person who has never worked a service job in their life would think that the appropriate response is give
Hey, what can I get for you?
Yeah, can I get a steak burrito?
Sure thing. And for your salsa? Sir, are you okay? Is that all the steak that you're putting on there?
Oh, you want double steak?
No, I'm giving you the look. How do you not understand the look?
Oh,
Well, we're adults. We just use our words.
I can't wait till AI replaces you! All of you! Yeah!
a couple of months later, he would backpedal and say that they were retraining staff on portions. And a couple of months after that, Starbucks said that that's the kind of riz that they need in a CEO. One of the amazing changes that he would implement at Starbucks is how people love handwritten messages on cups. So every cup gets a handwritten note, because that's what customers like. Hey, this is how these people think about you. I guarantee it annoys them that they even have to give you food at all. We've had 2 major egg shortages due to avian flu in the last few years. Egg prices skyrocketed, and both times we saw those prices readjust as the crisis passed. They've been wanting to do this for a long time. And they sold it to us as this excuse and then whistled and walked away. Because come on, they don't care. Some even flaunt it in your face. Did you realize that there are Chipotles that have art hanging on their walls to showcase the industrial design aesthetic, that even feature old menus so that you could be reminded, hey, you just paid $15 for a skimpy burrito that used to cost $4.75. And so here we are, where fast food is expensive and it's pretty ridiculous. Or is it though?
I just found a Taco Bell receipt from 2012. 2 beefy 5-layer burritos, total $2.59. $2.59. Can you even get anything from Taco Bell for $2.59 anymore? Like one item? Where'd we go wrong?
Like, it is more expensive, don't get me wrong. Like, I just want to push back a little bit and provide a little bit of perspective. I got an email from Domino's telling me that my points were about to expire, which makes no sense. It's not like they need to clear my unused points every 6 months or my account gets moldy. I also think 6 months is pretty unreasonable. From their perspective, I get it. Like, they don't want you to just collect points like Pokemon. They want you to buy more food. Points are a privilege, not a right. Now, the right thing to do would have been to just get my free Parmesan bites and go on my way. Instead, I did the stupid thing and I placed an order. As I was going through the menu, I wondered, I don't think I know what anything cost at Domino's. I'll ask you, dear viewer. How much does a large 1-topping pizza from Domino's cost? No points, no coupons, no deals. Just straight up give me a large 1-topping pizza. You don't know. Because when you, the sexy, savvy consumer, orders from Domino's, you go to the deals section. Parmesan bites cost $5.99. No, they don't. They cost $2.99. A large 1-topping pizza costs $17. Oh, no it doesn't. It costs $15. Unless you want 2, then it's $12 each. You can find the perfect deal to fit your perfect meal. And if none of these deals match, they've had a 20% off your entire order for as long as I can remember. Like, the prices aren't real. There was this TikTok about finding a receipt from over 10 years ago. The order was 2 beefy 5-layer burritos, and it was under $3. Right now, at my Taco Bell, a single beefy 5-layer burrito is $5.19, which is absolutely ridiculous, right?
Wrong. I checked those prices a week ago. I even had a screenshot, but the screenshot was messed up, so I had to take another one. It was $5.19 when I last checked it. It is now $5.79. This has gotten a lot more crazy than I was trying to make an argument for. So, I don't know. Just ignore me. Ignore the whole video. I don't know. It's just supposed to make you laugh. Just shut up and enjoy.
Except for that's not true. I could also get a $5 combo box that includes a taco, twist, and a drink. So technically that single beefy 5-layer burrito is actually not worth $5.19 unless that is all you want. And that's kind of the problem. Like, we used to be able to bounce all over the menu and we can't anymore. That there are deals to be had. They just want you to spend a little bit more per visit. But those deals may not be our favorite orders anymore. I'm not saying it's good. It's definitely more annoying to have to shape what I want to whatever they're offering, especially if I'm looking for cheap, because otherwise it was like about the combos. For a small fee, we could just upgrade our sandwich to get a side and a drink. And Arby's beef and cheddar was maybe like $4 10 years ago. Now it's like $6, which actually isn't too bad. The combo back then, you would maybe add $2.50 on top of that, get yourself some fries and a drink. And now it's like $6, basically doubling the price. The most egregious price increase in the garbage shit. Like, is it just me, or is it crazy that every single place seems to want to charge over $3 for a fountain drink that is either watered down or pumped so full of carbonation because nobody gives a shit? Like, the last time that I went to a fast food place, I got a Dr. Pepper. Didn't taste like Dr. Pepper, it just tasted like carb. For $2.50 add-on combo, it was not a big deal. But for $6 to get garbage fries thrown in your bag and a drink that tastes like shit. And look, I'm just like not a big fan of fries, so this is pretty easy for me to say. So yes, there are differences in prices. And if you go and get the same thing that you always got, you might be a bit shocked when it comes to what you're gonna have to pay.
I've made a huge mistake.
McDonald's panicked and tried to get people back with 99-cent drinks. Then the price went up. They offer $5 value combos. Then the price went up. Now, is a McDouble worth $2? And if I get a McDouble right now, it's $4. It is absolutely not a $4 burger. But there is a deal that if you bought a second McDouble, that second one would only be $1. That means that 2 McDoubles would cost $2.50 each. Except no, apparently that is a lie. That is what it used to be just a few months ago. The only add $1 burger item that they have now is for a double cheeseburger. McDonald's, how are you fucking this up so bad? All these places do seem to be writing on the fact that you still need to get your fix. The problem is, now there's an abundance of places that we as consumers don't have the same familiarity with. There's this place that I really enjoy called Potbelly. They make sandwiches, and even when they mess up my order, like, I believe it is still
Really
delicious.
delicious food.
I first started going to Potbelly like a few years before all of this, and I kind of don't remember how much it cost then. I swear it was still basically about $10, which is exactly what I can get it for now. And so when, on occasion, I get this weird craving for like a Big Mac. Oh, I haven't had a Big Mac in a while. And I see $7 for a Big Mac. Like, if I'm having to pay this much for food that I'm going to be disappointed in anyway, why not spend the money on something that I'm probably going to like? My own refusal of fast food had started getting me to look at real, actual restaurants again. And I was shocked when I saw the prices. Like, if I'm already spending $20 to splurge, then why am I limiting my possibilities? And what's great is we even live in an age that a restaurant may be fully equipped for you to be able to order online and pick up, turning every restaurant into fast food. Gordon Ramsay from The Office believed you can compromise on almost anything else, but the only chance that you have at success meant that you had to be good. You might have a place that you haven't thought about for a while, or maybe there's a mom and pop shop ready to knock your socks off. Food price go up, bad. But more options, maybe good. I used to watch these videos at night before I went to bed that document the meal service at various restaurants in Japan. Folks would be up early in the morning just prepping food, getting ready to open and serve the public. And after watching all of this amazing food that's being cooked up, at the very end, they would usually show like one or two of these meal sets and share the price. It was shocking to find out that like every single one of these meals would always come out to like 500 to 700 yen, which at the time of recording is like less than $5 USD. Japan is going through some stuff right now. The value of the yen has dropped quite significantly. That kind of sucks because I guarantee that these restaurants would love to raise the prices just a little bit. They keep the prices low because their goal is more about serving and feeding the community who may not be able to afford such a rise in price. The real solution to all of this is just cooking at home, which is a tough sell. Like, while I personally do enjoy cooking, I don't always have the energy or the time to do it. But I also don't have a family to feed. I already told my children that they need to get a job so that way they could help pay for groceries. And my wife only eats Nature Valley granola bars and caramel frappuccinos. I'm kidding. I'm not married. I'm waiting for my NFT investments to pay off first. It sucks because groceries are so expensive now.
Call them groceries, but that's down, energy's down, and interest rates are down.
Wait, this doesn't seem right. Hang on. The numbers don't seem to match that, but it's what he said, so I guess. Good news, I guess. It turns out our entire economy may be held together by the spending of the wealthiest in our country. So if you can't afford to eat out now and you get a fix for some of those flavors that you crave and you're worried about them going away, like, no, they'll be around. They're being propped up by everybody else. I mean, come on, that's good news, right? I think I need to be alone for a little while. I wanted to say a few words. They say the only thing inevitable in life is change. We had some amazing times together. There was you used to have this thing where you'd have like the gift certificates were Taco Bell dollars and it was as good as regular cash at Taco Bell. But then things changed. You could do it all in the app now. It's a lot easier. Anyways, you've become too expensive. So this is gonna have to be goodbye for now. Thank you for everything. I'll miss you. Decades.